Good morning everyone, Tiffany Quinn here, and this is our brutal Bulgarian leg day. Today's workout is going to help you sculpt and strengthen into your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, and your thighs with a series of Bulgarian lunge variations and body weight only exercises. For equipment today, all you'll want to have is your light to medium weight dumbbells. I wouldn't go too heavy since we will be working from that elevated stance, for which you'll want to have your chair or your bench ready for those lunges. Smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel for a new workout every week, and if you make it to the end of this workout, you'll find out how to get a hold of my free March Fitness calendar to help you stay in shape all through the month. All right, squad, let's do this. What's up, everybody? I hope you're ready for a brutal leg day today. Now, I'm a little bit nervous because I know how much it's gonna burn, but I'm also really excited because I know by the end of it, we're gonna feel so much stronger and like we've really got some work in. So we've got 4 main circuits to cover. Our first 8 minutes will be into the glutes and the thighs. Our following 8 minutes into the quads. The next 8 minutes is the hamstrings. And then our final portion of the workout is 6 minutes body weight only. So your goal today is to get to those final 6 minutes and finish it off. All right, I've got my 10-pound weight to start. We're gonna take the feet nice and wide, turn the feet to a slight degree outward. We're coming down, pulsing and lifting up, starting our timer in 3, 2, 1, and lift through those heels. So you want to squeeze those glutes down, pulse, squeeze it up, back stays straight, the shoulders are away from the ears, we're focused, we're excited, and I've given you an extended rest period today to get into the position on the chair. Now, if you do need extra time to get into position, remember that that timer is just a guide. Take that extra time for yourself, make this workout your own. Down, pulse, lift through those heels, the knees stay wide. Pulse, lift. Another 2, pulse, lift. Last 1, 2, 3, and raise. Now, we're going straight to that chair into our first Bulgarian lunge. So I want you to take a stance where your leg can reach the chair. We're gonna hop forward, find your balance here. Weight is in the balancing side. Press through your heel. We come down, 2, lift, 2, in 2, in 1. If you need a second to catch up to me, take that second, find the balance. The goal right here is to keep that knee behind the toe. And raise. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have the weight on your shoulder, or you can have the weight at your side. Taking your time. Back is straight, slight lean forward, and lift through that heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both hips in alignment, facing towards the wall. These are meant to be challenging. And raise. Another 3. Last 2. Last 1. Fry that timer out and lift. Staying with that same side. Now, if you did want, you can go heavier for the mat-based exercises. I would certainly go a little bit lighter with the chair though. We're coming into our reverse step lunge, so you should be familiar. Working on that same leg. Going in 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that step back, lift up through that heel. Consider this your break from the chair, okay? So it's almost gonna be easier. Well, it's definitely gonna be easier, right? But that doesn't mean I don't want you to be challenged. So if you can pick up a heavier weight for this part, absolutely do. And think about squeezing that glute. Mind-to-muscle connection. Down, and raise. Trying to come a little bit further back and a little bit further down each time you take that step, and only tapping the mat with your knee. We're not grinding down into it. Last 2. Last 1. Lift up, and this time we change sides. Same 2 exercises. Use that lighter weight, okay? We're working on balance. We don't need to go too heavy there. All right, you've got 10 seconds. I would recommend finding your position ahead of time. Going in 5, 4, knee behind that toe. 3, 2, 1, and down. And raise. Lower down and raise. Pressing through that heel. You want minimal weight in that back leg. All this is doing is elevating it so you can focus all of the tension, all of that strength into that single side and lift. Squeeze that core tight. You've got 20 seconds. We're gonna get through this. What you tell yourself will make a difference. So if you tell yourself you've got this, your body's gonna help coordinate that action. And lift. Another 3. And 2. Last 1. Enjoy that burn. Lift up. And if you want, back to that heavier weight for the reverse lunges. Grab some water every time you need it. Make sure you've got energy in those muscles. We've got 8 seconds, and it's into those reverse lunges. Then we're gonna burn right into inner thighs. Going in 2, going in 1. Step back and lift. Both hips forward, finding a point of balance in front of you. So if you focus on a stationary item, it's gonna help you even more with that balance. And lift. Through that heel and up. Minimal weight in that back foot. Think about where you're putting that tension. Mind to muscle connection, that's what really helps you get results. And up. So if you're just doing exercises and not thinking about what you're working, you're less likely to feel it there. Down and lift, which means you're less likely to be working it as hard as you could be. Last one, bring it up and put that weight down to the side. All right, for this next one, back to the lighter weight. We're gonna come to the side of our chair, lift your leg up to where your foot reaches the edge. We're facing both feet forward, weight at center. We come down, 2, hold and raise. 2, in 1, 2, hold and raise. 1, 2, hold and raise. Back stays straight. Chest stays lifted, shoulders away from the ears. You can have a slight lean forward without rounding the back. The goal here is to try to form a 90-degree angle between your thigh, your leg, and the mat. Great job. And lift. Booty going back and down, just like you would with a squat, but from the side. And lift. Last 2. Breathe through it. Last 1. Raise it up. I'm going to switch the side that my chair is on so that I can face you. If you'd like, you can stay exactly where you are. And make sure that chair is nice and balanced against the wall. All right, we've got 8 seconds. You guys ready? I already feel it in my leg. Grabbing a hold of that lighter weight again. In 2, in 1. Lower down, hold, raise. Back straight. Both hips forward. Knowing you can do this, you're stronger than you think, right? Stay strong, stay upbeat about it. If you're struggling a little bit, that's the point where you're starting to make progress. That doesn't mean things should be painful, but what it does mean is it should absolutely be challenging. Otherwise, what's the point of doing it? Down, 2, hold and raise. Another 3. Last 2, feel that burn, come on. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, and lift it up high. You can put that weight over to the side momentarily. We're gonna go into our final exercise of the circuit. So take the legs nice and wide, pointing the toes away from you, coming down with the booty below the chest into a plie squat. In 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come down, 2, 3, and up. Pulling up through the inner thighs. So squeeze those inner thigh muscles as you lift up through those heels and enjoy this quick 40 seconds without that weight because we are picking that right back up after. And lift. 20 seconds. Slow to come down, trying to form that straight line between your thighs and the mat. Doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna come down that low, but the goal is to sink a little bit lower each time. Over time, you'll be able to. Last 2. Last 1. Hold, raise, and come to the center of your mat. Let's grab a hold of that heavier weight again. It's gonna come to center. The feet are in line with the hips. Going into our goblet squats. So holding like so from the head of the dumbbell. We come down, hold, raise. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, hold, raise. Down, hold, raise. Now you don't have to come as low as I am, but if you can, that's really great. But the goal here is to bring that booty down and lift up through the quads. We're now into our quad circuit. So on to circuit number 2. We've made it through 8 minutes. We can make it through another 8 minutes. Down, 2, hold, and lift. Something that helps me here is to know that my elbows come in line with my knees as I come down, not allowing the knees to buckle inward. Another 3. Another 2. Sweaty yet? Last 1, and lift. All right, we've got our close stance Bulgarian lunge now. So So this is gonna work into the quads. Grab a hold of that lighter weight, pressing through the heel, trying to take weight off of the leg that's on the chair. We're gonna flatten the foot out against it. This time you're standing closer. We come down, drawing the knee behind, and lift up. Still keeping the front knee behind the toes. And lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. So what you wanna try for here is taking all that pressure off of that back leg. It's gonna be tricky because the lower you come, the more you're gonna wanna press your weight into it. The goal here is to press your weight into that balancing leg. So think about that as you come down, knee staying behind the toe, squeezing that quad muscle, which by now should probably be on fire. Another 3, another 2, last one, finish it off, and lift, going over to our other side straight away. So switch the hand that's holding the weight, and we're gonna come to that other side. You've got 10 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and get into position here. Now, when you first start these exercises, it's tricky. You're gonna jump around, you're gonna kind of wobble. Over time, you'll get it. In 2, in 1, it's all in practice. Nothing we do that takes skill is gonna be perfect right away. And that's what I think is so fun and inviting about fitness and different exercises, is you really have to try to get them right. And then once you do, you retain that information, you feel it working in the muscles, and you know you're doing the right stuff. You really know by how it feels. Down, 2, hold and raise, 14 seconds. Breathe through it. Think about where that tension is. It's not in the back leg. Last 2. Last 1. Lift up and come to the center of your mat. So you can go ahead and stick with those lighter weights for our next exercise. We're going into our suitcase squats. Now for this one, just like with the goblet squats, the feet are in line with the hips. We're gonna keep the hands slightly outward so that the weights do not touch our thighs, and raise. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow it down. Right here. Working into the quads, keeping the knees behind the toes, keeping the back straight. I don't want to see you like this. Think about your form. And lift. You've got this. What you tell yourself will matter. I'm going to keep telling you that because it does make a lot of difference. It has an impact on the way your brain makes connections with the things you're doing. And lift. Another 4. 3. 2. Last one, lift it up. Keep one of those weights in hand. We've got our forward leaning Bulgarian lunge. So just like our standard lunge, the foot is flexed, find your balance. This time, to target the quad, we hinge forward, almost reaching down towards the mat and lifting up through that front leg. And lift. Core super tight. Facing straight ahead, draw those shoulders away from the ears. You don't want them hunched up. If you need to, touch your core. Make sure it's working. Down, 2, lift, 2. Breathe through it. If you want to put that weight down, you can. And just tap the mat with your index finger or your middle finger. And lift. You've got 15 seconds. Do what you need to do here to keep on going. Another 3. Another 2. Last one, lift up and come away from that chair. All right, staying with that same side, just like we did before. This time, instead of the reverse step, it's a static close lunge. So we're not taking the legs so far back this time. We're gonna step back just a little bit. We come down and raise through that quad. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. You've got this. I know you do. You're doing incredible, by the way. No matter what form of wobbly version you did for this, you're doing incredible. Every rep is gonna make that difference. The more time you spend focusing on your form, the quality of your reps, the better you're gonna get at it, the quicker those positions are gonna come to you. It took me a few months to be able to just jump to the chair like that, all right? It does take time. It's not gonna happen right away. And lift. Another 3. And 2. Last one, lift it up. My booty already feels 2 times bigger, I can tell you that. All right, we've got our forward leaning lunge. Again, going over to the other side. So switch the hand that the weight was holding. Bring that leg up. I like to flex my foot for these. You don't have to, you can have it flat on the chair. Personally, I prefer flexed. Going in 2, going in 1. We lean forward, back stays straight. Down, 2, lift, 2. Mind to muscle connection. That is what helps you get results. Squeeze through that quad. Focusing straight ahead. We're almost through the circuit. After this, it's my favorite part. We go straight into our hamstrings. Down, 2, lift, 2. Then we've got our body weight only portion. And that's it. This is a challenging workout. We want to be challenged though. That's what helps us make progress. Don't cheat yourself on progress just because it's hard. Last one. Lift up. We've got our close stance lunge, and that will finish out a little bit further than the first half of our workout, okay? All right, step back. Think about your balance, both hips forward. 7 seconds, and we go into our close stance lunge. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, lift up through that quad. Try to take that weight off of that back leg and press it into the front leg. Weight can come to shoulder or at the side. Slow it down every time you need to slow it down. Put the weight down when you need to put the weight down. But I want you feeling that burn, feeling that tension. I want you to feel like you really put the work in today. You put this time aside for yourself, use it. Down and raise. Another 4. Another 3. Final 2. Last one, lift and have a moment. We're going into our narrow deadlifts. So this you should be familiar with. We're gonna stay on the mat for this one. Heavier weights if you wanna use them for this. Weights stay close to the body. Feet are in line with the hips. Down, 2, up, 2, in 2, in 1. Upper body hinges forward. The weights stay nice and close. The core is sucked in super tight. We're on our 3rd circuit, everybody. 3rd circuit. And lift. Think about pressing through your heels, finding that point of stretch in the hamstrings. Now, some of you may be able to come down all the way to the ankles. Others may be able to come to the shins. Some of you the knees. That's all right. I want you to think about where your hip rotation stops, because that's where you're going to stop. You don't want to round the back here. Keep it straight. Follow the eye line. One more. Lift up and put those weights to the side. So we will be using the chair for our Bulgarian lunges, single leg stance. So grab a hold of that lighter weight again. Take your foot up to the chair, flatten it out, just like you would with a single leg deadlift. That's about the distance you want it. In 2, in 1, we come down and raise. Single leg deadlift with that chair, still hinging through the upper body. And for this, I like to keep the weight a little more towards the side of the leg rather than in the front. Following the eye line, stopping where that hip rotation stops. Feeling that stretch in the hamstring, mind to muscle, build that connection. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slight bend in the knee as you come down. Not excessive. Micro bend. And raise. Last one. Lift it up. And we are going into our single leg deadlift on that same side. So we're using that balance exercise and then going into our strength exercise. Typically I would do it the other way around, but this is targeted towards advanced workout style. So in 4 seconds, take that step back, same side you were working, heavier weight, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was not letting you guys walk away with an easy workout today. And honestly, this is challenging for me too. Fully expecting to struggle through this with you. And I think getting through it and finishing it, not just getting through the first 10 minutes, right? We get through the finisher and everything, you're gonna feel so much better by the end. Think about those endorphins. Think about how good you're gonna feel about yourself for finishing it. Another 2. Last one. Lift and grab that lighter weight for that chair. Over to the other side. 2 more exercises. Then we've got 3 on the mat, and then our finisher. You're almost there. Stick it out. Do not leave halfway through your workout. That's cheating yourself. That is cheating yourself. All right, foot flat. About the same distance as you would for the single leg deadlift. Going in 2 and 1. Pop yourself into balance and raise. Both hips should be forward. They should be in alignment. So if you need to back it up a little bit, that's exactly what you do without rounding the back. Core tight, straight back, hinge forward and up. You can do this. I know you can. I've seen you ladies do some pretty incredible things. Get some pretty incredible progress actually. Bring it down, lift up through that heel. Another 4, 3, 2, last one, lift, grab a hold of your heavier weight. All right, so something I will also mention is that when you do things like this single leg style, unilateral rather, you're gonna find imbalances. So my left leg, I really can't come down as low as I can with my right. You're gonna find those things and then you're gonna work on them. Going in 3, 2, 1 into that single leg deadlift and up. So after this, you will get sort of a break. We come down to the mat, still working the hamstrings. We've got 3 minutes of the hamstrings and then our 6-minute finisher. You've got 9 minutes left to go. It's gonna go quick. Those last 6 minutes are gonna be tough, but that's the point where you make that progress in your mind, not just with your muscle ability, all right? It's all in your head. Down and lift. Another 4, 3, all of that weight in that balancing leg. 2, last 1, lift it up, bring that weight with you. We're going into our hamstring thrusts, okay? So if you need to put the weight down, you can. Otherwise, I want it loaded up on the pelvic bones. We're gonna dig our heels into the chair. The further away you are, the more you're working the hamstring. The closer you are, the glutes. We're gonna lift up, pulse, lower. Let's go. 1, 2, slowly lower. 1, 2, slowly lower. Great job. Chin tucked in towards the chest. Curling the hip bones under towards your chin. You wanna squeeze at the top. Think about the glutes, think about the hamstrings. Get that full extension without overarching and lower. You're coming down vertebrae by vertebrae. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's up, pulse, down to the floor. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last 2. Last 1, pulse, lower, and bring your booty back down to the mat. The weight can come over to the side. We've got a body weight only portion. You have a few options here. Let's bring ourselves a little bit closer. Now you can either hover the toe next to you, that's beginner. Over the knee is intermediate. Straighten is advanced. So it's up, lower, or over, up, lower, or straighten, up, lower, okay? Working to the hamstrings. Flex that foot that's on the chair. All of your weight is in the leg that you're coming up on. So even if you've got that toe pointed on the chair, you're not pressing into it, it's just there for support. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flex that top leg. You can have your hands at your side with the fingertips dug into the mat. Or if you want it to be harder, you can bring them right above. Another 2. Last 1. Lower down and bring that other leg down. All right, take that 20-second rest. We're going over to that other side. If you did want to work through that rest, you'll just lift up both. And then after that, 6 minutes to finish up, and we are done. Going in 5, either hovered, in 4, or over the knee, or straighten. Let's go. Up and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mind the muscle connection. If you need to, squeeze the hamstring. Make it work. Build that connection. Every time you go into these exercises, you're going to find that it improves and it's going to light up quicker because your mind knows how to tell that muscle, hey, I'm working. Trust me on that. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last 4. Can you come up higher? Last 2. Last 1. Lower it down, and we are coming back up to standing. Bring yourself up slowly. Take a nice breath in. As we come up to standing, we're starting off with a standard Bulgarian lunge. So our finisher are our 3 main exercises throughout each of those circuits without any weights at all. Let's bring that foot up to the chair. In 3, 2, 1. Down and raise. So I hate to tell you this because it might kill your mood right now. We're doing 3 minutes on each side. I need you to tell yourself right now that you're gonna get through 3 minutes on each side. So if you make it through even 2 minutes on one side and then give up for that 3rd minute, hopefully you don't, then you're gonna do 2 minutes on the other side because you don't wanna walk away with an uneven booty. And honestly, you can't have a bad day if you have a nice butt. So we are gonna pound through this. Another 4 and 3 and 2. Come on, stay strong. Last one, lift it up, have that moment. It's our close stance up next, so working into the quads where we flatten the foot against it. You're coming closer to the chair. You guys ready? You're like, no, I'm not ready. You are ready. You're gonna do this with me. I am not doing this alone. Going in 5, 4, through that front leg, 2, 1. Bring it down, lift up through that front leg. 2 more minutes on this side, 3 more minutes on the other side, and that's it. And raise. Coming down as low as you can. Press through that heel. Keep the knee behind the toe. Keep the chest tall and lifted and proud. Proud of yourself for getting through this insane workout, right? Sometimes I write these up and I look at them later and I go, oh no, what the hell was I thinking? But once it's on that paper, guess what? We're doing it. Down and raise. Because there was something in mine that told me that's gonna really work that muscle. Last time, lift it up. We've got our final exercise on this side. I'm gonna have to switch my chair around real quick. Working into the inner thighs with that exercise from our first circuit. Same side. Lift that leg up to the chair, foot facing forward. Going in 5, 4, come on, 3, 2, 1. Down, pulse this time, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to come up. Slow, slow, quick on the way up. Trying to form that 90-degree angle with the mat. So by now you should actually notice that you might be a little bit more limber and able to come down a little bit lower if that burn is not too intense because we've brought warmth into those muscles. We've been working them for a long time. We're probably a little fatigued, right? Down, pulse, raise, last 3, last 2, come on, smile for me. Last one, lift, and we go over to our other side. Same 3 exercises, and then we'll stretch out for a minute or 2, okay? All right, so whichever leg you were just working, I want you to work the opposite into our first stance lunge, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, take it away, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. This workout was designed to very, very much challenge you. To challenge your muscular endurance, to challenge your balance, to help you build coordination. You're getting a lot out of this. Just finish those 3 minutes. Do not cheat yourself on that progress. All of the results are at the end. It's in your mind, it's in your body. Down and raise. Another 4. Another 3, back straight. Last 2. Burn it out. Lift. We've got our quad lunge. Like, it's like such an innocent stance. Like, yeah, we're gonna do that. Now it really hurts. Mine is on fire too, I promise, all right? I'm human. All right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Get close to that chair. Flatten that foot out on it. In 4. Whoop. In 3. In 2. In 1. Lower down. Lift through that heel. So I actually wasn't going to film today, and I decided, I was like, you know, I have some extra energy. We are doing this. But I know tomorrow, I'm going to wake up. My legs are going to be so sore from this. I know I'm going to feel like I worked something. Down and raise. But I am really looking forward to next week's workout too, which is a full body power. But I'll tell you what, I did avoid working legs yesterday at all. So I was like, I know I'm going to be filming this. I know it's going to be tough. And raise, last 2. Last 1. Lift it up, 20 seconds rest, final exercise for the inner thighs, then we'll come down and just stretch out of it. So give me those last 40 seconds. It's 40 seconds. What is 40 seconds? Power through it. Finish it up. Going in 10. Lift the leg up. Foot faces forward. 5, 4, body strong. 2, 1. Through that heel. Down, 2, pulse and raise. 1, 2, pulse and raise. Anyone else smell pizza? I'm gonna be pretty hungry after this. By the way, make sure you're taking in enough protein, all right? That's the only way you're gonna build muscle. If you're like avoiding eating and stuff and trying to build strength, it kind of works in reverse. So make sure you're eating after this. Protein needs to do its job. I also have some carbs after a workout to make sure that protein is doing its job and that carbs can replenish my energy. Last 2, pulse, raise. Last 1, pulse, slowly up, burn it out. Take your leg off the chair. If you want, kick it to the side. You're probably angry at it at this point. And let's just do a quick stretch together. All right, so lie down on your mat for me. Straighten the legs out. Oh yeah. We're gonna take the left knee in and hold it in, all right? Now just roll it around for a little bit to the left, over to the right. Now take the left arm out towards the side. You're gonna face the left arm as you pull the left knee over the right leg. Keep the shoulder on the mat. If you want, gently push down on that knee. You're gonna feel this in the lower back, as well as the outer part of your leg. Hold here for 2, for 1, great job. Now bring the other leg up. Now latch the left leg over the right. Lower that foot down, and again, just twist. This one always helps me get that lower back crack out. And lift it up. All right, over to the other side. Left leg long, right knee in. Rotate to the right. Rotate to the left, just breathe. Fabulous job, everyone. Take your right arm out towards the side. Shoulder stays on the mat. Face the right arm and take the right leg over the left knee. Gentle push down. Again, keeping the shoulder down on the mat. You don't need to go further than that. Hold here. Lift it up. Bring the left knee in. Right leg latches under the left. Take the left leg down. And again, rotate over to the side. Great job. There's that crack. I always have that one. All right. Lift your legs up. Take the legs long. Reach down to the toes. We do start a new guide next week, so that will be announced right after this, which we will be working on some pretty awesome exercises that I've been working at quite a lot the past couple months. All right, take the legs out. Just a little stretch in towards the center. Now over to the left, grab that left toe. Don't really pull on it, just like a little gentle tug. Back towards the center. My weights are in the way, but you can reach down, try to bring your body a little bit lower towards the mat. Over to the right, gentle pull on that toe. And stretch. All right, wave the arms out. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. Be sure to let me know how that went. I hope that was challenging. See you guys. Fabulous job today, everyone. Now, before you head out, smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel, and get yourself prepped for next week. On March 1st, we are starting our You versus You March Fitness Guide, which you can find in the links below. Next month, we'll be focusing on strength and conditioning using some of my favorite powerful moves for changing body composition with 5 workouts a week and a brand new one every Wednesday. We will be kickstarting off this series with a full body swing, squat, snatch, so let me know if you'll be joining for this season, and I'll see you there.